chef extraordinaire Mike Reed is in the kitchen and we're going to be cooking a delicious bream dish today.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is a great dish for me. I love it's going to be bream with like an orange pancrettata, a yuzu gel, and some pak choy.
Oh, it sounds delicious. Yuzu, it's like perfume.
Yeah.
Combination of mandarin, lemon, grapefruit I smell also.
It's one of those sort of citruses that takes a lot of flavours from other citrus.
Yeah.
It's punchy, it's vibrant, like it's amazing, especially when you're doing like sort of Asian cuisine and Asian flavours. Yuzu is my go-to citrus. So I'm going to get you to start with the cure for the fish.
Nice.
So I do a 60-40 cure with my fish, so like 60% sugar to 40% salt. And then a little bit of orange zest in there for me, please.
And why are you curing the bream?
So bream is quite a light, like flaky fish. So I just want to firm up that flesh a little bit more. Also, you're packing a little bit more flavour into it, you know. So when we cook it later, it's going to sit really nicely, really delicate, and be a lot easier to cook.
Love it. So I'm just going to mix this cure, and do I just pop it on a plate, half-half?
Layer it on the plate, and then put your fish on top, and then layer it again with the cure.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to get started with the yuzu gel. First, I'm going to put some yuzu liquid straight in. And then we're going to go with the sugar. Then some water.
Nice. So the yuzu gel is an extra element to the dish.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to do it and have a little bit of fun, you can. Like, it's another element. You don't have to make it into a gel. You can leave it as just like the liquid and reduce it down. But for me, the gel just gives it another texture, another dimension. So with agar, like you need to bring it to the boil for about 2 minutes to activate the agar, and then whisk it, and then we just put it in the fridge and set it.
So agar made out of seaweed.
Absolutely.
So vegans can enjoy the gelatin in this form as opposed to the regular gelatin.
Okay, so that's got to now come to the boil. While that's coming to the boil, we're going to get the pancrettata started. So medium heat pan. Add our butter first.
Sure.
Just let that melt through slowly. So now we're going to add in the breadcrumbs.
Yep. Nice. And they're just panko breadcrumbs?
Just panko breadcrumbs. And we're just going to
nice.
let that shake through.
It really absorbs all of the fat straight away.
Exactly, it absorbs all the fat. So then you just want to keep an eye on it because it will start to colour slowly. If you can zest another orange, please.
Would love
and
to.
also grate me some parmesan. We're going to finish it with that orange zest, parmesan, and some chopped chives.
There's a real theme here with the citrus fruit, yuzu, orange.
Absolutely.
But also quite delicate and flavours that typically go with fish.
Yeah, so for me, you know, bream is such a delicate fish, you want to treat it in a delicate way. So we're introducing citrus to it, some breadcrumbs with a bit of texture, you know, because it's so delicate, but it's all vibrant, it's all fragrant.
Yep.
Just over here, this has been boiling now for a couple of minutes, so we're just going to take it off, give it another final whisk.
Oh, it smells good.
It smells amazing, eh? Pour it out. Okay, I'm going to pop this in the freezer for about 20 minutes, and while it's setting, we're going to finish the pancrettata.
Sounds good. Mike, this pancrettata is done. It is so delicious, that combination.
Yeah, you can smell the citrus on the nose, that buttery cheese as well.
Amazing. And this is firmed up nicely too. Look at that.
So you can see it's firm to touch.
Yep.
Perfect. So now we're going to wash off the bream, and then we're going to dry it, and then we're going to pan fry it. So get your pan on straight away so it's on a nice medium heat.
And that hasn't been curing for too long,
No.
8-10 minutes, and it's already firmed up and some of the moisture has come out of it. Great little tip.
Exactly. So, like, obviously with curing fish, the longer you cure it, the more firm it will become.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can keep it curing for hours as a whole fish. Fillets, a lot less time.
Yeah,
so,
it is a delicate fish,
exactly.
after all.
And you just dry it nicely.
And the reason we wash it off is because we don't want it to be too salty.
Exactly.
And the cure has done its job.
Exactly. The job's done. You don't want it to. You don't want to eat all of that salt. Okay, so I'm going to start pan frying that off in a second. If you can get the agar, the yuzu gel ready for me now.
Sure.
So you just want to literally use a spoon, get that in your blender, and then blitz it to like a smooth fluid gel. It may take a little bit of liquid as you're doing it.
Okay, I can do that. Look at that. Nice hot pan.
Hot pan, butter, touch of oil again.
And this agar gel is so potent. You really only need a small amount of it to have a big effect.
Absolutely. It's very, very small amount, usually to about like 100 grams of liquid. You need 2 grams of agar.
So what are you doing there with the fish?
So I'm just trying to press it down, just so we don't get too much of a curl on there.
So while you do that, I'm going to grab this stick blender and give this a blitz. That looks so good. Very nice. And the fish, I can see, it's one of those beautiful things, isn't it?
Yeah.
It tells you when to turn because of the
Absolutely.
protein changing colour.
That's it. You can see from the outside when it's starting to get there. Just want the bit in the middle just to come to about here before we turn it over. Last job for you, Justine. If you can just chop some chives for me, and then we're going to finish that through the pancrettata, just for a little bit of an onion kick to go in there.
Sure.
I'm going to turn this first piece of fish.
Ooh.
Beautiful colour.
Do you know what I like about your cooking? You use a lot of butter.
Oh, it's the French in me.
Yes.
You know, like everything makes, butter makes everything taste better.
And damn delicious, I would say. And what are you doing there? With
So I'm just basting it now.
Yeah.
Just basting it, using that butter to cook the top a little bit more as well. Using that butter as a flavour vehicle is, you know, very important.
This one. So I'm just mixing through the chives. Pop of colour there.
A little bit of salt. You don't need too much salt on this because of the cure. Okay, that's already seasoned the fish. And then what people forget with fish as well, it's the same as meat. You want to leave it to rest for at least 3 minutes.
Yeah. I think everyone has this fear that it's going to cool down too fast, but the residual heat in the meat will keep it nice and warm, and the results are second to none.
It just gives the chance for all those juices, all that flavour to go back within the bream. Then that can come out as well.
And a vegetable that we usually just boil or put in stir fries, we've given so much love with lots of butter. All right, we're ready to plate up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nice.
So, really good job with this.
So glossy.
That's it.
After it's not only
Such a nice shine.
Yeah, not only chilled but then blended, and then this is where the art comes into it.
So we just wanted to use a little bit of chive oil.
Okay.
Just helps cut through that a bit as well.
How did you make that chive oil?
Just literally blitz down some fresh chives with some rapeseed oil in your high-power blender. That's it. Very simple.
Pièce de résistance, those beautiful bream fillets. Silence means
It's
we're
just
excited.
it's beautiful. It's delicate. You've got a gorgeous colour there.
Bok choy.
And the bok choy. And then to finish, we've got some of this gorgeous pancrettata. Ladies first, of course.
Oh, well, you insist. And I love the skin on fish.
Absolutely. Like, it gives it another level of flavour, another level of texture. And like it's like you said, it's strong, it's intense, but it's beautiful.
That is like a flavour bomb in your mouth. It really is. Yuzu gel, the crunch from the pancrettato. It's delicious and it's easy to cook.
Easy, quick, simple.
Love it.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
Cheers, Mike. You're a legend.
Thank you.